All right, we just want to say good evening, good night to each and everyone around the five corners. And we're still getting a lot of feedback. Before we start, we just want to say big request to all our streaming partners. This is a live simulcast with quite a few different stations. So we just want to say blessed love to each and everyone. And we could just kind of salute every single one. Of course, we have Future FM all the way from on Mount Vernon. And we have Reggae Global Radio all the way from South Florida. The Wayne Hall Network all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Island Worldwide from out of Canada. One Harmony Radio out of the UK. Viscosity Blend out of New Jersey. Glow FM all the way from Florida. Success Radio, Fun City Radio, and of course the English Connection Media Network. So we just want to say welcome again to each and every one. All right. Sherry, how you doing, sis?
How you doing?
Boy, we just want to say thanks again for being a part of the platform. And as I said before, we'll call you.
I don't want to say good evening, everyone.
All right, cool. We just want to say a warm welcome to the platform. And as I said before, you're no stranger to Energy Radio 1. You're here with us every Sunday. So we just want to say welcome again. We're still getting a lot of feedback. All right. And of course, we just want to big up my brethren. Loxx, Wagwan King.
My day, brother.
All right, cool. All right.
Loxx and Sherry South, welcome to the show. I'm Jojo Mac.
Yeah, man, all for respect.
All right.
Hi, Sherry. Fashionista, what's up?
All right. We're drawn together now for the team because we have a conversation where we really and truly want to discuss, and we decided to say, let me call the entire crew and see if we could draw a little candid conversation with what's going on. Basically the topic conversation everywhere you turn about right about now. Still I get a lot of feedback, I don't know who's that. Somebody needs to put something on a mute. I'm gonna know who's it.
All right, all is well.
All right. This is a very serious topic of conversation, as I said before. We actually want to talk about the One Love biopic. And I know Sherry saw it already, and Curly saw it already, and I saw it myself. And
I can say the same. I haven't seen it yet.
All right. But anyway, well, a lot of people has been talking back and forth, about the thing. So we just want to kind of spotlight some of the things about the biopic itself. And as I said before, we just want to address one thing that a lot of people might went there with the intention that they're going to see a movie. And we just want everybody to know that a biopic is not a movie. A biopic is about an individual that they're sharing that person's true life story, and that's what they are trying to aim and what they're trying to address. So, Sherry, you want to start out?
Yeah. First of all, I want to say much love to everyone that's listening right now. I really actually enjoy the movie, to be honest with you. I know there are mixed reviews, everybody's going to form your own opinion based on what you saw. I truly liked it. You understand me? Because I looked at it through the eyes of the family, because I realized, this is Ziggy and them telling the story. Because remember now, Rita is at the age where she's not well. Right. So I think they wanted to show that side of her that everybody doesn't know. You understand me? They show how much she supported Bob to help to make Bob the man that he truly was.
Sure. So the movie was mainly about Rita then, and her support for Bob.
No, that man says a Rita biopic.
Rita, no, actually, no. But what happened that most times Rita gets sidelined. Was what the movie did.
I wouldn't agree with that. Rita, the matriarch. Rita has always been. Nobody hides that. Rita, the person who keep Bob Marley name alive.
Yeah, Rita the force behind everything.
Who turn it in a corporate conglomerate where the family really is, if we describe them. So I don't think Rita has ever been understated. At no point. Bob, the reality is that Bob, the man, it kind of overshadowed with the corporate approach to Bob Marley, the tourist attraction, and turn Bob Marley narrative in after Bob's death. Let us not hide. Let us not mince words.
So you're saying you saw the movie, so you're saying that it did not depict Bob the way it should have?
Let me explain what to me, and I think this is the problem a lot of people have but cannot explain. I see the movie, and I think what get to me, like I assume it gets to a lot of people, is what makes it even worse for me is that them get a whole lot of things right. The whole look, the aesthetics. You understand? And remember, I know my father. I know my legacy. Them can do it.
Right.
The people, my big people. You understand?
Right.
So the thing is this, from my point of view. I bet you never get so much things right. It's a Bob Marley life story, and then it is about just a little frame of what it is.
Like a few years.
Yes, what I think the average person would want. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to last. The first thing I think most people want is, okay, we've been hearing Bob Marley. And it's like, like a sound bites throughout our life. We know that little piece right there, so one little piece there. So we would have liked to see all of that come together in a trajectory. In Barn, you see, one time he must struggle because him them call him cast. The black people, them never like him. You see him as a child endure these struggles, and then when him goes to Boop and him finally come a Trench Town, the issues with him and Bunny Wheeler and Tash, when time them did go break up, what caused this breakup, all these type of issues that Bob faced because him have an objective understanding of the truth.
So the reality of who Bob really was,
the reality of who in its entirety. We now see if we make a movie with 10 days long.
Right.
I am saying.
Even if it takes 10 days, Curly Loxx, it could have been a mini-series.
Yes, of course. It could have, because people me watch show up on Netflix with Spanish and I read the subtitle. So this whole thing about in which me understand them, we have to go for the A-list actors and this and that. Listen, all that show I want was the word Bob Marley and the word life story, or the words. It's done. What made Bob who he was? The being Jamaican. You ever see Bob at Twang for an interview? Never. So he gets so big.
Bob Marley was just who Bob Marley was.
This is just, but that's what I'm saying. Now we have this idiotic
phenomenon.
This idiotic explanation that Jamaica cannot reach the fourth corner unless we somehow compromise with language and make it inauthentic. You know what I mean? That little mermaid type of stupid. Hey man, are the worst thing. We tired of that. That's all we're saying when I tell the Marley them what to do. Bob Marley became this phenomenon because of that unique thing called the Jamaican. A Jamaican, that's what the authentic Jamaican, but the problem is classism. Let's not hide. It's that upper class thing, and oh my God, how them look for how Bob was. How they looked at the full man. How they still do. And of course the people are going to agree.
Movie was done, you could say that it's a Bob and Rita story.
It's a Bob and Rita story. It is not Bob's biopic.
But what you're saying though is that a lot of things were missing, like you're saying. So a lot of Jamaicans, here in New York and so who went to the movie. Some people, like I said, everybody have their own opinion. So some people walk away feeling unfulfilled, feeling sad.
And here is why though. I get it. I 100% get it. Here why. We're not all the same. Even as Jamaicans, we have a different set of Jamaicans. Upper class Jamaicans will like it because they might hear themselves. They might hear what them consider as decent language. So, oh my God, it was so thrilling, and I cried, and there were moments where I relived, and oh my God, and I clapped so loud. That's a nice person. They must see themselves trying to depict Bob. So of course, them are gonna like it because that's their upbringing. That the way how them depict Bob now is an uptown person. In Jamaica, it's not just plainly Jamaican. The society that fought Bob and possibly tried to kill him. We consider him this and consider him that. And them know what they say, oh my God, I enjoy it because they might hear themselves.
Did Bob actually ever move uptown?
Yes, Bob did, but Bob and his values were the same. Unfortunately, Bob did have to depend on the roads. I don't think his kids inherited too much of those values.
Mm-hmm.
The same Babylon system that is a vampire get them for raise. No disrespect.
So let me ask you something then. So if you had to speak to the powers that be who influenced what went into this movie, what would you tell them?
I would tell them say tremendous job on the cinematics. The producer, the director, who some of these people are, them do a wonderful job. And even for a foreigner, the brother when name? Benadir.
Kingsley Benadir, yeah.
Yeah, me give him crazy kudos. Why?
I was about to ask you about that.
No,
how you felt about his performance.
Here is why I give him crazy kudos now, or crazy respect, because here it could not have been easy as an actor myself. It could not, it cannot, it is not easy to work under the tremendous pressure of one. This is Bob Marley, the greatest musician in the world, if I say hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Debate me if you want. You're not going to win. Hands down the greatest musician the world ever see. You see, if you go take on the role there and say, me I got him brave body,
Yeah,
nobody no brave like that, brother. No side. You have a battle to fight, call him and make him lead.
When I listen to his interviews post movie, and I realized he has a heavy British accent, and I said for him,
and then see him catch this in brilliant. Man,
getting a character.
If him go as because you are him tough and him do way better than Lashana, who have Jamaican I believe one Jamaican parent or both.
I was gonna say that a while ago.
Him do way better than she. Him do she do a great job.
Yeah.
So this is me compartmentalizing, and I'm telling you where the issues lie. There's a lot to unpack, and there is layers. People are upset, or people are happy based on who they are, how they are cultured, which section of society they come from. Because people know nobody goes looking for the truth. People go looking for what aligns with what they consider to be true.
Right.
You understand? So this is just boy. If it sounds like me, then it's me. And
a lot of times it's what makes them feel good.
Yeah, so it's not even about Ziggy. It's not even about the Marley family. It's about the personal battles and the issues where in a society, the same issues where even Bob did fight against within life. It is what happened now about the movie. The same system that once considered him a ghetto dirty rat is now in control, is now the ones that get to push the narrative out there and push the real man aside. I am saying here it is. This is my gross with it. I mean also this is most people gross with it. Okay. You're gonna do a biopic about Bob? Just please just give me a timeline of all these things, good and bad.
And all of it. That's
the good, the bad, and the ugly. They were true.
Yes.
Because all of we struggle with the good and the evil, and we make no wrong decision, and we bounce back. Somehow we get we gonna hell with it. Show what is true. We know the soundbite. Give trick of his life leading up to their attempt to assassinate this man. Call names. You understand?
Well, guys,
my thing is this.
Go ahead.
Put money aside. Put money, because guess what? This is what always the problem for me. Never think I talk about my podcast name. In the meantime, at all times, I always tell people, you know why good can, why nothing good, and that's why the devil set this system. Why the good can decide we just muscle out and edge out good. Why? Because only everything bad is what I call it marketable.
Right.
People demand what is evil and what is what, because me not demand nothing salacious, because of that them I try to say people want. No, I don't think so. They want this Cindy and see when him did go have sex with this one.
Yes, it's in. All of that is in. It's trending now. That's all that's in now. Yes.
How and again, before I forget, how can you have a Bob Marley story, honestly, without a Peter Tosh or a Bonnie Whaler? It's nonsensical. It's
so really those parts were taken out? Those parts were really taken out?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We recently see a video with the youth where they're supposed to do Tash. Forgive me, Mr. Man, if you are listening, I don't really remember the name because I kind of just new to you. And I did the image right and everything. And the dogs, them go do it and them cut the scene. Them cut Bonnie Whaler.
I had a serious problem with that because that's part of the heritage and that's part of the vintage. So I had a very, very serious problem with that.
It's nonsensical. And then here is what I don't like. In a 2024, you still have people who believe that if I don't agree with something someone does, I hate them. I hate them and I don't like them.
Wait. The kids were not mentioned. The other kids, the outside kids, the baby mamas, none of that stuff.
No, Cindy coming out like a ghost. Cindy come like a ghost, you see her and then she disappear and that little party dance, a little tad bit and oh my God, it's ridiculous. You get the opportunity because everything Hollywood-wise was perfect.
And how could it have happened? How could it have happened without Junior Gong being mentioned? He's the most famous Marley right now.
All right, look. You see, that's what I'm saying. How could you even attack Cindy? Because let us assume that's what he was doing because he hasn't, not denied. when Cindy make fear post and I said, well, I remember Bob and we go across the Bahamas and that's how we used to live and we got some place. We got your mother yard and some little thing. Oh boy, when my mother will take a bullet and rain this woman, this is how you, this and that and XYZ. Bro, if you go throw a word pan Cindy, yeah, this your brother mother.
But
call her. If you feel that bad way, call Cindy.
And in essence, you're dissing your brother. Yeah.
Of course, your brother had this.
All right, Sherry want to say something for a minute. Go ahead, Sherry.
Look at it through the eyes of the game. At the same time, you have to look at it through. I understand exactly what you're saying, but you look at it through the eyes of Ziggy. All right, Ziggy won't tell a story of Rita and him, and his mother and his father. So if him chose to do it that way, they would. I mean, we know we want to see, you know, but I true for them eyes or what them see.
Share. You're 56-year-old. Come out to your parents' business. Cause you don't know the full truth. 2 of them are tell lie. 1 of them are tell lie. You don't know what it is. Humble yourself.
And not just that. I think if you're gonna tell that story, call it something else.
Yeah, oh my God, Jesus. You. Oh, my mother is this. No, nobody's perfect. No, me can't tell you. No relationship, not perfect. So what all of a sudden you just left out every aspect and this is the only truth. Rita, alone, make the story, brother. No, the good, the bad, and the ugly and the indifferent.
Yes,
make the story.
All of it.
Be mature and be professional. If this happened, it happened. If Bob cheated, it happened. If your mother cheated, which she did, it happened.
Because with a story like that, it shows you growth. It shows you how some of those things build a character in the man.
All right, for example, if my mother right now was a prostitute, I mean, I look for a prostitute, pay car, pull up at the gate and I left. I say, hey, mommy, you're a prostitute, why go out? Why not fridge? And that's what I'm seeing.
Exactly. And I get a feeling you're that kind of kid that would have done that.
She can choose tomorrow if you done the life if she want. That's what life of a human being is, choices.
Right.
So you come and slice and make a person that does this one perfect thing. Your mother never sweet me, da. How the woman you this woman? All right, if you feel like she had this woman, who this your mother like your father? Come on, who?
But
when you can do something about that, people have issues, people complex, people argue, people do wrong things. That's what life really is.
All right, so the movie
make up out of. We don't know.
All right, hold on there. The movie that we're actually seeing right now, right? A lot of people have a lot of people have a little odd feelings towards the movie itself. But I was thinking about it, and I was saying to myself yesterday, because I was doing a little research, and I was saying to myself that it seems as if Paramount had more click with the movie than Ziggy and the producers. You understand? Because
it is quite possible.
Yeah, because the budget for this movie was actually $70 million. That's the budget that they used for this movie.
I mean, here 80, but I mean, give or take.
No, it made $80 million already.
You're right. You're right. 70. You're right. Yeah.
Right.
The 80 are the way it make.
Mm-hmm. 80s make and the 70s for the budget. So it seems as if this is the direction they wanted to go. They wanted to go in a direction, whereas when Oscar time come, they could get nominated, the name call, and they were more concerned about that than the actual history itself.
Sherry. And what's the other lady's name? No disrespect, like me like Jojo. Me like address people by them name. Mm-hmm. All right. Please understand this, and me say this with all truth connect to it. Just like what Bob did there at a point in time, like nobody knew Bob would have become this phenomenon, but he did, right? Right? Me sure Denzel Washington at some point never have no Oscar yet. How do we get a chance to break new people? You know, feel say somebody new, brand new, pull it off. Let's say them pull it off just as much as anybody else. They don't get an Oscar. This new person, why not? Because you're acting the role of, so you don't need nothing more than if you can just do it good, that one. And this man is Bob Marley. It not take nothing for ram the theater them. You understand? Exactly. It's not Benadir. No disrespect. I know this man is a new icon to the generation. He's a trend as a top actor, A-list. Me give him kudos for all of that. But it never need that. It was reliant on somebody selling it to the world. The word Bob Marley sells itself. Right. Bob Marley life story I come out, I am going to watch it. All of the crowd we are going on, every day, the whole nights we make, Bob Marley life story is what is causing the noise. It needs nothing else. I am so sorry to inform people. That is just so true. It can never be a lie.
And you know what?
So I would like to see them do it. Go ahead, Sherry.
You know, one of the things though that I wish they had more, the family itself, because they're on set every single day. I wish they had more backbones with
Sherry, look more volume, please.
Oh,
yeah,
because you didn't have any more.
All right, thanks.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, you didn't have enough Jamaicans in a lead role in the film. So when Alex A game party, Peter Touch was cut and so on. I think that
that's the youth name. Yes, that's the name.
Yeah, Alex A game is his name. It's a put on a and say, we want this brother. You can't, like you said, you can't have a Bob Marley story without a Peter Touch. So when they cut all of his parts, that part a lot of people are really, really take offense to. And he was Jamaican too.
Mm-hmm. These are the things that cause the problem. It's not a thing where people just say, wow, a movie shouldn't do, and we want him come do this and that. And I just say that a lot of things just really wrong for you, and it does not celebrate the authentic culture. It push it aside once again.
Yeah,
basically people are looking for a movie with a start, a middle, and an end.
And an end. The whole show is a big ending.
Right.
The entire movie is an ending. You understand what I say?
Mm.
There is just certain things about Bob Marley life, some staple things that we know. Well, we'd love to see more little details. We'd love to see that come alive on the big screen. We'd like to see half cast. We'd like to see the loneliness where must have come from being a half cast and people uptown not like you want to get up people and not like you. And this is how Bob find God, me sure.
Yeah, but
it's that loneliness.
Yeah, and also finding that people didn't like Rasta too much during that time as well.
But them don't want to remember that. This is how the devil move. Them just mimic something and do like, this is how we always were. Very accepting. Lie. And they want just lie to it and tell us how we don't know what we are saying. Ridiculous.
But this movie wasn't made for us, you know. This movie wasn't designed and made for us, you know. That's one of the things that a lot of people not really understand. It wasn't made for us. You understand that? That's why they went the angle what they did. You understand?
Explain. Go further. Try. Let me hear a try. I say. Clarify.
One of the main, as far as I'm concerned, this is me talking. I think one of the main reasons why they cut out so many important content of the movies because for some unknown reason they didn't want a lot of things to be known to the people who wasn't really familiar with Bob. Simple like that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You say, them can't hide. They can't hide the truth from we because we know the history. So that's why I'm saying that this wasn't catered for us. This was the people who really and truly not too familiar with Bob. So anything they give them, they would just accept.
I agree with you. So here what then. Nobody should be upset with the people who are talking like me.
Right. Because the vast majority of people that I've heard seen it, vast majority of people that I've heard seen it do not feel like they got what they went to see.
It's supposed to be a movie, honestly. You understand? All right, look on this now. I know a lot of people don't know this, right? Did you know, right? Because we are saying, it needs to be a raid. That's why them kind of left out the Jamaican aspect of it. Okay, you know what? Michael Jackson nephew, I play him in a biopic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come out May next year. You know I'm nephew, Jermaine Jackson's son.
Yeah.
I play Michael Jackson. Him a A-list actor. They know that all this movie needs is the word Michael and Jackson. Done.
And it sells.
Exactly. They know that. So why they never go for your A-lister and dress him up like Michael?
Here's a lot of fodder for your stirred up volumes.
Yes, they don't. you understand? Let's look for real. For real. See, these are sensible people. And I'm keep it true to the culture. Think of it. Who is playing Michael? Him nephew.
Right.
Him nephew. I'm sure say another actor.
So even though Troy say the movie wasn't really made for us, you have to understand that in the tri-state, well, not just in the tri-state, but wherever you are, Jamaicans in general, Jamaicans went to the movie expecting the movie to be for us because it's about Bob Marley.
Yes, because our culture make Bob Marley, the authentic culture made him. So how it finna be for we?
So that's where disappointment came in. I know. So some people who went on go say, me now. The other ones say, we now go see it because me here say they don't have the and I'm gonna half time story them I tell me the one to see the whole story.
It's rough. Just understand. There's no true Jamaican will like the Little Mermaid version of a Jamaican. And I'm so sorry. Iron Man. Go on, man. I know with that. Stop portraying so it a nine. Give me one movie in life where I with that. Different fan shatters. Give me one.
Yes.
Come on. Give me one powerful one where you the real, raw Jamaican different fan shatters. Why do make shatters be so clear and clear? Because it's silent. Oh, look at them.
It's his decision they made.
Do you think one of his boys could have played him?
Of course. Of course. Look at Skip. The Grand Picnic could have played him.
Yeah, yes. I totally agree.
The Grand Picnic looks like Kimani. Because Kimani is a great actor.
Kimani is a wonderful actor.
If Kimani have on too much weight, he could have lose weight like Nadia 40 pounds. Him say him lose it.
There you go. You know what I mean?
Him no couldn't play him father. What's going on over there? Whole heap of politics.
I do understand where people are coming from, and I do understand the disappointment. But then at the end of the day, like you all said, it's their choice. They decide how they want to portray him.
Yeah, but they can't take the criticism.
Right. But from what I can hear, it's like that story is still yet to be told.
All right. Now, Sherry.
Yeah.
If you had a choice to change some of the scenes and some of the way the movie was perpetrated, what are some of the different changes you would have made?
Me personally, because as speaking from the perspective of Jamaican, I wouldn't want to see Cindy and all of that in it, and so because the whole world knows that he was a womanizer. So even though it was implied in the movie, I would have liked to have seen stuff like that. I'd have liked to have seen some with the whole Bunny Wheeler thing and all of that. Because I saw Bunny Wheeler do an interview at Sands up here before he died.
Yeah.
And he was still very bitter. You understand me? Yeah. So would have loved to have known where that bitterness came from in regards to them, We're getting a lot of feedback on that. I don't know who is that. So if put it this way, if you're not talking, just put your phone the phone on pause for a minute, unmute, and then when you're talking, you just unmute it. Very simple. So if when you're gonna talk, unmute it, and when you're not talking, you just do that. Because we're getting a lot of feedback. All right. So go ahead, Cheryl. We're listening. Yeah, I was saying to you that I saw an interview that Bunny Wheeler did here in New York before he passed away. And he was very bitter. He was because I remember I recorded the entire thing. And it would have been great to know if his story was, I know it wasn't about him, but he was a part of the Wailers. I would have loved to have known where that bitterness came from. They could have educated our people because, like, for example, my kids they were born in America, but opening night, they all went to see the movie and they came back and they could give me the feedback based on how they saw it as Americans. Oh, Mom, it was so good. I learned so much I didn't know. But it could have been a teachable moment as well for people who didn't know him like that. You understand?
Yeah. All right. So,
but would you say teachable even though they're not telling the true story?
No, in essence, what I'm saying is that if they had incorporated a little part of that, because that was how they started. So a little Peter Touch part should have cut, and they should have something about Bunny Wheeler in there too.
Getting the feedback again.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Well, me mute all long, so me sure me,
No, I think it's Joe.
I don't know.
I think it's Joe.
I don't understand. Let me change my headset because maybe.
All right. No. All right, Curly. What about you? Now, if you had a choice to change some of the scenes that the way the movie was presented, what some of the changes you would make?
As me talk from beginning, me da write it with as me say a trajectory. How him born, the situations where almost being, basically him mother alive and well, but it's like I think based on the resentment of the father, it kind of go over on the youth and all of them things that was a part of him early life. And then basically they on him own. And I would have shown where the black kids in the ghetto see him as like a reminder of slavery to an extent. And it's like them mock him and them tease him. And even the so-called decent upper class, red or white ones, this, oh my God, it's a sad case that you're so desolate and your brownness is being wasted. Oh my God, type thing. So I ended up in the middle. Me that want to show what that must have been like, that pain there, and how him harness the power will come with a loneliness. So when him go inside, go find truth and God. Because why most of we can't find truth and God is because we're so distracted by people that we are able to impress. We impress them today, we continue to impress them tomorrow, we continue and keep trying to do that. That would have show how Bob Marley find himself, how him find this great force, this objective truth when come put upon the world. I'm going to say this. Of course, outsiders, and this is, we don't have a problem with outsiders. I say it was perfect. You don't know the inside story. but you don't know that. So anything where we give you or anything where them give you, or you say the Marley them give you, you're going to see a gospel. But the people who know the true story are going to feel like, too much left out. We need to hear these things and see the party of the thing. Of course, a stranger. I go say, it's Bob, man. Oh my God. Everybody does hear Bob and there's a blow Fifi and there's a walk and a run up and down, fool. They don't know the real story. We want the real Bob, the real story. We ain't go through the Tash, the Bunny, the Lee Scratch Perry, the whole Cox and Dads, Studio One type. Bob got through a lot, you know.
Yeah.
You understand? Being robbed and how the producing did work in at them time there. That's why Harder They Come did so successful. Because at least you hear uptown type of accent because they want people if you understand them, me get it. But it was a Jamaican that played the role.
All right, sure.
It was a Jamaican playing those roles.
All right, Joe. I know you haven't seen the movie as yet, but at this point, at this point, you're going to the movie theater. What are you expecting? What would you like to take away from this movie? You know, so
I've heard so much feedback about it that's not good. That, you know, I've even read where it says that it's from 1976 upwards. Bob died in 80, 81, somewhere around there. Right. So I know right away that I'm not going to get the full story. But then when I hear that, you know, the Peter Tosh and all of those parts are taken out, I feel like I'm going to go see the Bob Marley, Rita Marley story. And I just feel she did already.
You know what should I name? Disney Reggae.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Disney Reggae. It's an about thing. No disrespect.
But in order for you to sell you, that's to probably say a Bob Marley story.
Yeah, a Disney Reggae. No, see, that is the sauce. Tell us that. This is not the real thing. No disrespect. You understand what I say? I'm sure so them are going to show you Michael Jackson on proper fall.
So let me ask
Cook pan jugs.
Go ahead, Jerry. Go ahead.
So...
Yeah. My question, try question.
You sometimes can't fix what we've done wrong. But let me ask you something. Do you think that this is something that they can redo? Do you think they can tell the story again? Right.
Of course.
You mean as a sequel or a sequel?
I was asking someone the other day on another station I was on if they think they could do a part 2, and the person said, no, some of them can't do a part 2. But if
it would need a part 1 first and then probably need a...
Yeah, and then part 2. We don't have a part 1. We don't have a part 1. Just come and say that was it.
From what I'm hearing, because I have not seen it.
You need the real parts in life. Yeah, you need the real parts, but I guess, you know, it come down to, you know, where them say, as me say, and I don't lose an ounce of respect for them. This is just my opinion. And it never be truthful. That's just what that is. You understand what I say?
I think I would love to see the Bob Marley story in its entirety. And, you know, that is where you're going to really, you know, see where people cry and where people laugh and all the different emotions.
The real emotions.
On that note, what they would have to do on that note, instead of calling it a biopic, they have to just turn it into a movie. You know, get into the in-depth, you know, concept of the tribulation.
Biopic movie, same difference. A biopic is a story of your life. Same thing. One movie about your life. One show. Them a film. Them have a camera up on you with no business where it name is a movie.
Well, I think they can take off the bio part and say pick because it's not.
They say pick, not Bob's. I read that story.
So leave the bio off and just call it pick.
Yes. That's it. It's not a bio.
And because there's such a long story, it'll be so long that we look forward to Netflix. They could have some series.
And you know, believe it or not, if it was 3 hours long, people sit down and watch it.
Oh yeah.
Because if something is interesting, it holds their attention. Look on The Godfather. What long so? Ask any man if they watch it already. Them they feel like half hour.
And then have you ever watched a movie and you said, okay, I'm not liking how this movie is going, but I feel like there's something bigger coming up.
Okay,
and you keep waiting, till you say, okay, I might as well just watch the whole thing.
That was one of the complaints at the movie. After the movie, they were saying it was much too short.
Because
the movie itself was less than 2
hours. You know how me that love seat did end? You know how me would have did love seat end? Yes. The most powerful ending where that show they could have is the ending where Bob did have. Right with Ziggy Marley and bedside, and I said, son, money can't buy life. If money could have buy life, I could have lived. That would have been the perfect end.
Everybody would probably walk out of there crying.
Money can't buy life. What a part don't mean nothing to you again, Ziggy? Because guess what? What you think I cast the water down? Money, you know. And I say that with incredibly love and respect for the Marley family. Same way. This is to me an error, and I'm supposed to express that. I ban me from the museum.
Well, we have to respect them for keeping his name alive and his image and everything about him, you know.
We can't say where there's an error.
But yes, but of course, and you know, if it's power, we have to be able to speak truth to power.
That is it, man. You understand what I say?
All right. Well, we have less than 5 minutes, so we're just gonna take some terms and then we're gonna turn it over for the next station.
No, make the lady where I try to say something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Sherry.
It was a first effort, so we still have to give them some kudos for that. You know, the first effort, they may have missed the boat, but they get a chance to redo it.
Yeah, we want trench stone, Bob.
Effort, Sherry. I'm just asking.
Give it trench stone, Bob. Trench stone, Bob. Not Narbrook, Bob. We want trench stone, Bob.
You know, I heard an interview, I think around a week ago in reference to this movie, that they were saying that because the history of trench stone with Bob, I think they're trying to see if they could get some MP for kind of do a lot of more things, you know, to attract more tourists, you know, inside a trench town and see if they could, you know, develop a lot of things for the younger ones. So I hope they could follow through on that and, you know, do something, at least something positive would come out of it and on that way.
I saw Ziggy posted on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say where it was at first, but because I'm not familiar with like Trenchtown and so on. But it's a whole mural, one whole wall along. So
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
Like, it was Trenchtown, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if Trenchtown aspect of Bob lives in the movie, what would that do for Trenchtown? Oh my God.
Yeah, true.
So we left out the most important aspect of this story for Dada. It is beyond me. Yes, you have to post your success and say, oh, we're the number one at the box office. People got the shows to see if I eat that show for true too. So don't lard it as just, oh my God, I just a picture and I love it. People go for save a madness.
Yeah.
And them have to pay for them ticket. Them one they not go in free.
Oh, Jesus.
That's so right. That is so
reality.
Right.
A reality. I mean, I say this again with love to a man where love is my religion. One of my favorite song, you know. Me have top 10 song and that they about number 3.
Right.
On my mind's chart.
So it's not personal.
It's not personal. It's just true. Ziggy.
Right.
Never see a yell if you don't answer for your business. Me I tell you, me not nothing against you, but I'm being madness go on here, so sir.
See, what a lot of people don't understand is that Jamaica feels like they also own Bob Marley. He's part of them. They're part of him.
They do. I'm sorry. They do. Bob Marley, the greatest Jamaican ever live. Him the greatest what?
True that Jamaican
say again,
that
come
ever
on,
lived.
say again.
Exactly right. He's the greatest Jamaican that ever lived, and I totally agree with you.
They don't want Jamaican. He's not Trinidadian. He's not Bahamian.
I totally agree with you on that.
Now, Bob Marley. We want the problem always is this little attempt, this watered down. We don't want the powers that be to feel any way, you know. So we have to and make it kind of dance around it. Tell the story, man. Tell the story.
Do you know almost every household across, man, I'm going to say a lot of households across the world, a vast majority has a Bob Marley photo in their home. Everybody own a T-shirt in them closet or them T-shirt drawer.
This is how powerful that man was.
Yes.
And you know why him get so powerful? Because him was the truth. Him not look for no fame. The truth just is it can't go nowhere. Bob just do it. Him not look for money. Him not look for fame. Him just do something where him inspired to do by something that is higher than him.
And did it so naturally.
Of course. And you need to show that person the imperfect aspect of him too. The imperfect aspect of your mother too, Dada.
Exactly.
You understand? And please, again, my family, come out of your parents' politics. Just come out of it. Leave it as it is. Come out of it. Somebody tell lie. Leave it alone.
Right.
Jaja.
That's straight from Colonel Loxx, y'all. All right, because you know you're going to hear it straight from the horse's mouth, just like he sees it.
All right. And of course, we just want to say thanks again to my bona fide sister, Sherry S. She's here on Energy Radio 1 every Sunday, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. I'll give you some gospel. So we just want to say thanks again, my sister. And of course, Bad Singer Girl, we just want to say blessed love to you.
Yes.
As the warrior. And Curly Loxx, we just want to say thanks again for the strength.
Respect, family. Yeah, man.
All right, take care, guys. It was a pleasure.
All right. Mad love, everyone. Thanks again.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Thanks again. Yeah, man, we just want to say thanks again for the strength for each and every one who really and truly clocked on. And I give you some strength. Energy Radio 1, real energy for the real people.